Good afternoon and welcome to the 2014 Spring Budget Report. George Osborne gave his fifth budget statement a short time ago this afternoon and announced some fundamental changes to the savings investment accounts in the UK. The Chancellor surprised investors by announcing that ISA and pensions will be overhauled in the current fiscal year. From July 2014, the tax-free allowances for ISAs will rise to £15,000, with a full allowance being permitted to be invested in cash for the first time. As an investor, you will still be able to open two ISA accounts in the same year, but will have the flexibility to choose how you wish to split your contribution levels between cash and stock. Junior ISA limits have also been increased for the 2014-15 tax year, from the £3,840 previously announced to £4,000 from July. In another fundamental change, existing ISA holders will be able to transfer their accounts between cash and stocks at their discretion, which I'm sure will be popular with pensioners looking to supplement their income using their hard-earned investment gains. There have also been changes to the eligibility of fixed interest securities within ISAs, with the rules being extended to include peer-to-peer loans and seeing all restrictions surrounding the maturity dates of securities being removed. The Chancellor has also announced changes to the pension market, essentially removing the need for pensioners to purchase annuities, alongside increasing the amount savers can take as a lump sum tax-free up to £30,000. The government will also be introducing new pensioner bonds, which will provide a higher interest return for savers, with smaller pension pots providing increased flexibility. Annuity providers, as you would expect, including Aviva, Resolution and Legal & General, have come under pressure following this announcement, and as a result have seen losses of over 8%. The provider seeing the hardest fall is Partnership Assurance Group, which on the day it announced a 17% increase in profits and strong profit margins has been hammered following the government's announcement, with shares falling almost 60%. Following George Osborne's statement on changes to the taxation of gaming machines and offshore bookmakers, we've seen a sharp sell-off of gaming companies this afternoon, with William Hill and Ladbrokes bearing the brunt of the sector declines, with losses of over 7% and 12% respectively. The main gainer, however, to the Chancellor's statement has been Hargreaves Lansdown, with a gain of almost 15%, as investors see it as the main potential benefactor through increased earnings due to the ISA changes. The final section of our budget report covers the economic update. The budget statement included independent data produced by the Office of Budget Responsibility, which sees GDP forecast increase to 2.7% in 2014-15, 2.3% in 2015-16 and 2.6% in 2016-17. The expectations mean that we're likely to see a sustained period of growth above the rate of inflation for the next Parliament, with the OBR now expecting that the economy will exceed pre-recession levels in this calendar year, meaning that the UK economy will now grow faster than any other developed Western economy. UK borrowing levels still remain high and not expected to reach their peak as a percentage of GDP until 2015-16 and will peak at a rate of 78.7%. Despite this, national borrowing continues to fall and is expected to be £108 billion in this current year, before falling each year until 2018-19, when it is predicted that the public finances will record a surplus. Taxpayers will be pleased to see that the personal allowance has been increased to £10,500 from 2015-16, with the Chancellor also increasing the threshold for higher rate taxpayers to ensure that lower and middle income earners benefit from the increase. Finally, George Osborne announced that tobacco prices will rise by 2% and there will be a freeze on the duties of Scottish whisky and cider produced in the flood-affected areas in the southwest of England, alongside taking a further 1p off the duty of a pint of beer. Thanks very much for watching our budget report. You've been listening to Andrew Dennis. Thanks very much. Bye.